Customization, transparency, profit. The HedgeBetter sports betting platform is a revolutionary concept that creates a competitive advantage for every party involved in the sports betting process. We are putting the odds in your hands, cutting out the middleman, and empowering a future generation of sports bettors. Look for the HedgeBetter sports betting platform coming in 2023. In the meantime, visit us at www.hedgebetter.com, follow us on Instagram at HedgeBetter, and subscribe to the HedgeBetter YouTube channel.
Episode 83. Welcome to Steele and Nazz, presented by HedgeBetter, sponsored by Slide Edge Fitness and Performance in the law offices of Patrick J. Foley. Big interview tonight. I actually did it solo. The guys showed up here Thursday. I did it last night. NHL Hall of Famer, three-time Stanley Cup champion Joe Mullen joins the boys. Played for the Blues, Flames, Penguins. Coached a little bit with the Flyers when they upset the Bruins there. A lot of great talk there. And then also joined by his son, AHL player, also played with Doug Nolan with the Manchester Monarchs. Was in the LA Kings organization with a bunch of other stuff. Stadium. They're promoting their 3-ice league, which is a 3-on-3 of mostly, retired guys. But they're going from place to place, similar to they didn't say it's similar, but I think it's similar to the Big Three in basketball, but it's hockey. It's different. I don't like to compare the two sports, so we'll go on with that. I thought it was a great interview itself. It's great to talk to an NHL Hall of Famer. Talked about the Calgary versus Edmonton stuff. It was awesome. Guys, good to see you in the studio. Good enough for you guys to show up. What's going on?
Good enough for us to show up?
Good. Nothing much. Just preparing for Kings of Combat. July 16th.
July
16th. Champ.
Shout out to Steph Curry. Champ's here. Are you trying to be Steph Curry because you have a black eye from a 14-year-old?
Yeah, he's got a black eye from a 14-year-old.
I bet Steph Curry never got knocked out by a 14-year-old.
Getting cocky, but Champ's
You're
here.
a fucking pussy.
Also, before we spin it to the interview, I just want to give you guys a hint that next week, I think we're recording on Tuesday. We're gonna have a big time guest.
Big guest.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna disclose it right now, but get your popcorn ready, get the shades on, because we're gonna be bumping.
Buzzing. Let's go.
Let's spin it off now to the Mullen boys and Joe Mullen and Patrick Mullen.
Let it rip.
Doug Nolan, you suck. Now joined by, should I call it, the Mullen hockey family and Patrick Mullen and Joe Mullen. We talked a little bit before we got on air here, just how you guys doing today. And, it's getting nice out there with the summer and, hockey around. And I've been hearing a lot of stuff from Doug Nolan about the 3-ice. So it seems like you guys are, really banking in on this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Patrick.
It's been a lot of fun so far. And, with the NHL playoffs going on, it kind of goes together nice with that in the summer. So it's been great for me.
Yeah. Before I I'm sorry, you can add.
No, go ahead.
What I was going to ask is what is for people that don't know, what is 3-ice and kind of how did it start? And Joe, I know you're the coach of the team, and then Patrick, you're on his team. Is that what it is?
Patrick. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I thought I'd let you have that one.
3-ice is a new league made up of 6 teams. Each team has 7 players on it, 6 skaters and 1 goaltender. And we play tournament style games on the weekend, on Saturdays. And winner takes all, pretty much. We have 6 Hall of Fame coaches behind the benches. It's run by Craig Patrick's president, and E.J. Johnson Jr. is our CEO and the brains of the outfit. So it's a new form league. We play 3-on-3 the whole time. We're trying to take that part of the NHL overtime.
Well, it's one of the best parts. I mean, at least from a fan perspective.
Yes. Most exciting probably. And we're trying to, just do a whole, we played 2 8-minute running time periods. And that's it for each game. So 16 minutes of hockey, running time, with 2 referees on the ice. So, it's coming along pretty nice. The first week was we had a couple of bumps in the and stuff, but we're ironing those things out, and things are coming along real good. We got a great bunch of guys playing, putting in great efforts, and the games have been exciting.
Nice. So have they been out in Vegas, or do they just go from city to city?
We will be going from city to city for eight weeks for the regular season, and then we'll go back to Vegas for the final playoff week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
It sounds a little bit, I hate comparing basketball and hockey, but there's a big three with Ice Cube. It's kind of similar in terms of what you guys are trying to do.
Patrick?
Yeah, I would say maybe EJ got the idea a little bit from that, but it's 3-on-3, so that's kind of where that comes from. But I think EJ was more trying to get high speed and more excitement than that, and it's been awesome. It's been so much fun, so happy to be a part of it.
That's great. And Patrick, I want to kind of dive into your career for a minute. So you played 4 years at the University of Denver, and then you were signed with the LA Kings, and then was an option to Manchester with the Manchester Monarchs. I just want to know what's it like playing with the old guy of Doug Nolan, and what was your experience like? Playing up in New Hampshire.
I played with Dougie my first year. He's about 10 years older than me, and I'm still stuck with him today. And sure, anyone who's listening who knows him is also in the same spot as me. But yeah, we just kind of hit it off. I know I let him use my car, and then I guess he's owed me ever since. So
I'm sure you're not the only one who he owes.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
I know you weren't raised in Boston. You were born in Boston, right?
Yep.
So when you're around this area, what do you kind of remember most of this area in terms of? I know you played in Manchester, but it kind of links down to Boston, and it's a memorable area. At least my neck of the woods, but that seems to have an everlasting source on whoever plays around here.
Yeah. We'd spend the summers on the Cape. That's kind of my memories. So, yeah, being in Boston's great, though. It's a great city, and I've learned to love it. And maybe not all the sports, but I like the city a lot.
Nice. Yeah. No, I was out there for the Celtics Game 6 last Thursday, and yeah, the people weren't happy, but that place was buzzing. Joe, on your front, I'm kind of did a little homework on your resume. It's very, very impressive. I just want to know. So you went to BC in your career, winning the Walter Brown Award. Was it a norm back then to go undrafted because you went undrafted, and then did it kind of help upstart your career with the Blues, or was it more of a norm?
Well, for me, it was a norm.
Yep.
Only because I didn't get drafted, and but there was plenty of guys coming out of college getting drafted, and so it was kind of a little disappointing that I didn't, but that was fine too because it worked out well for me with St. Louis and being a free agent coming out of college.
That's great. And do you have something, Justin?
I was going to say, yeah, I got a quick question, Joe. So you obviously in your background, you were associated with so many different franchises, right? I'm sure there's a ton that are, a ton of teams that are near and dear to your heart. And then even being born in Manhattan, so, being associated with New York, two franchises that you weren't necessarily involved with in your career, but maybe you have sentimental attachments. Is there one team that you root for that you would say, okay, this is my team. I'm a fan of blank more so than anybody else?
Not really. Not today. No, usually it's the team I'm playing for, but being retired and everything, I do root for the teams I played for, but I really don't pick one over the other. So, but I do really like watching the four teams that I played for.
If you could see one of them get a Stanley Cup, who you picking?
I'd like to see Calgary get another one.
Yeah, Calgary had a good year. It was a tough halt there with the Oilers, but seems like they're coming around. Hopefully Johnny Hockey sticks around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's been a great player for them, so I hope they do keep him. Yeah.
Patrick, so you also went undrafted. So I read through, a couple articles. You battled through a couple injuries. What's kind of been the biggest adversity you faced in your career?
I guess it was probably just my shoulder surgery. Came off a pretty good year in Manchester and had a good opportunity to play with the Chicago Wolves. And then, 4 periods into the season, I tear every muscle in my arm. So that was probably the biggest adversity. Took, I don't know, maybe three years to ever throw a baseball again, and just never got the strength and mobility back. So it's kind of tough for that, but learn a lot from things like that too.
Exactly. You see, especially the sport of hockey. I feel like you see all these playoff teams, and then after this, the season ends, you find out about someone has a bruised lung, someone has a broken femur. It just seems like hockey. I'm sure every sport has injuries and stuff, but it seems like it's a really tough recovery time because the season's bouncing back too, and then specifically where someone is on a team, even if you're injured, you got to play through summer camp, and if you want to get with a big club or you want to get the top tier of everything, no matter if you're healthy or not, it seems like you have to always be at least present.
Yeah, I think going into the season's the healthiest you're ever going to be, and you never get back to 100%, and it's incredible to see those guys, play the rest of the year with a high ankle sprain or broken leg or, whatever it is. And I think that's also just pretty much a hockey culture thing too.
Oh, for sure.
Happens elsewhere, obviously. And, we're not heroes like guys in the military, but, similar to that, I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely in the sports world. Yeah, I'm not even looking at that. But Joe, I was gonna ask. So you won 3 Stanley Cups. So, I'm sure you had a congratulation already about that. Which one was the best? I know Justin's trying to get into what your favorite team is, but I've visited Pittsburgh, and it's a very passionate fan base. Unbelievable sports town. I went to Heinz Field for a game for Steelers Patriots. Obviously, I was wearing Patriots stuff, so I got booed off stage. But how was it? Winning 3 Stanley Cups, and which one was your favorite?
It was great winning them. Of course, anytime you win is great, and you enjoy the game a little bit more when you do.
Yeah.
But I guess if I really had to pick one, it'd be the first one because it's the first time you experience those type of feelings of winning the cup, and it was just tremendous because our whole team. I don't think we had a guy on the team that had won. And, we finally pulled it off, and we did it all together as a team. It was great.
Going with Calgary again. I like that. Another thing too we saw in this year's playoffs was the big rivalry between Calgary and Edmonton. Was that the same story when you played? Was Calgary and Edmonton was just a must-see show? Whenever you guys played in their barn, it'd always be, chaos, vice versa?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's been like that for years and years, I think, before I even came around. But, not maybe in the NHL, but just the two cities. I think they always butted heads there,
Oh, for sure. So, Patrick, you decided after, a couple stops with different organizations to play overseas. What was that experience like? And I know you played in was it Sweden, Germany, to name a few, but how different was that? And, what part of your games do you think you developed, even more playing in kind of a different style, I bet?
Yeah, the first stop was in Russia. Bad advice from Doug Nolan to go there. So that was a mistake. And it was a good spot to see and everything. I don't know if I'd go back, but went to Sweden, and such a defensive style of hockey that that helped me quite a bit. Maybe unfortunately I was a little bit too old at that time to ever get a chance to bring it back to the U.S. But such a great experience to do a little Euro tour, Sweden, Russia, Germany, Austria, and then I finished up in the UK to get my master's. So
Oh wow!
Lived in Ireland and loved every second of that. So it was awesome.
Like, what was like living in Ireland like? Because I don't know, I feel like I get a sense of it around Boston, but I feel like it's nothing compared to here. I know I get you at the local pubs around here. Maybe you'll see some lads, but I feel like it's a whole different ballpark around there.
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, with the last name Mullen, come from Irish heritage, and my mom's family as well. So, I always loved being Irish, and been to Dublin a few times before, and love that. And going to Belfast, the people are unbelievable, and you drink a lot of Guinness, and just an awesome time. It's so much fun. So, if any of the guys get a chance to go do their masters in Belfast, I highly recommend it.
Oh, I'll have to mention it to this. I got a younger brother who's just finishing his undergrad. I might have to give him a little operation there, so I can go out. It's more selfishness than me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
Joe, I'm just switching back and forth here, but I hate doing like who's the best or whatever, but who's the best player you guys have probably ever played with? I'll let you each go, but I'll start with Joe. Who's the best player you ever played with? I know you played in the 80s and 90s, played on some really good teams.
Oh, I would, I had some great centers in my career, starting with Bernie Federico, Dougie Gilmore, Ronnie Francis, so it was, and then I did get some time with Mario, not a lot, but, enjoyed every second of that, when you're on the ice with him. And, he's definitely the best player that, I played on the same team with.
He must, how young was he when you were playing with him?
I think he got in somewhere around 84, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I was there in Pittsburgh in 1990.
Oh, wow. That's unbelievable. Yeah, must have been a hell of an experience. Yeah. How about you, Patrick?
It's a little bit different of a tier of player than my dad's, but probably Tyler Bozak was one of them. He was my teammate at Denver, and then I got to play with Derek Roy in Sweden.
Oh, nice.
He used to be a captain Buffalo, and one of the most down-to-earth guys you can meet, like coming from an NHL superstar to playing over in the European leagues.
Now Bozak, was he on
guy.
the Lightning at one point? I'm trying to remember.
Tyler played for Toronto mostly.
Toronto,
and then he,
okay. I was thinking of a blue team.
He's been in St. Louis for a bit.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And I have to get this question because this is a Boston-based podcast. Joe, when you were because you coached after your playing career, and I should probably ask how that was, but I need to get right to the point of the 2010 comeback against the Bruins, a 3-0 deficit, and then you guys were down 3-0 in Game 7. I'm sure everyone around here will be kicking themselves when they hear this answer, but what was that experience like? Because I don't think it was ever done before, and then you guys turned it into at least a Stanley Cup final appearance. So to really flip the script like that, how was it like to be on that side of the bench?
You know what? It was pretty exciting. I actually I was the guy upstairs all the time, in the press box on the headphones, and this feeling just came over us, like watching it, that we're gonna win this thing, and it happened. I mean, it was just a feeling, I guess, inside the whole team that, when I went downstairs, I said to the guy, I think we're going to win this game. and they went out and they did it. And I think everybody felt the same way, that we were in that game, and we weren't going to be denied.
Yeah, and for me, as a fan just watching it just seemed like the tide was really turning after not the first loss, but the second loss. It really seemed things were turning around. Where was it for you that maybe it took a whole team to have the confidence really turn things around? But when did you think that things were going to turn around for you guys' success?
I think once we got the second game, second win. And then we're going into the sixth game, and you get that if you can get that one, anything can happen as seventh game, and that's totally the way things felt and went.
For sure, yeah, and for any Bruins fan watching, I'm sorry I had to get it off, but a little bit more, Joe, about your coaching career. So you started with the Penguins organization. Now, did you ever deal with Sidney Crosby, or how was it going from a player to a coach? Because it's just two completely different things, at least what I'm being told.
Yeah, well, it was really strange at first because I was only I think I was out for 2 years, and then I got into the coaching my third year, and I got to coach Mario and Yager. And,
yeah. Oh wow.
Ronnie Francis, and it was a little strange, but the guys were so good that they kind of made it easy on me. That we could always just sit and talk, and I was doing basically the power play, so I didn't have really a lot to do because all that do is all you have to do is throw those bunch of guys out there on the ice, and you got a heck of a power play.
Sounds like unbelievable experience though going in, and I'm sure what you took from the Penguins coaching job, you kind of inputted with what you were doing with the Flyers, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And then I did catch the beginning of Crosby, his first year.
Yeah,
and I made about a couple of months with him, and then we were let go after that, and I wound up taking over Wilkes-Barre for the Penguins.
Oh, nice. And then over to the Flyers, I'm sure you dealt with at least like Claude Giroux, is it Danny Briere?
Correct.
Couple of those guys, yeah.
We even had Chris Pronger there.
Oh, yep.
Briere and Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, and the makings of a really good team. They had a bad year the year before, and that's when they let go of Hitchcock and
yep.
made some moves, and that's how I got into the organization. And then the following year, they asked me, the following summer, they asked me to move up to the Flyers and do the power play. So I was extremely happy to do that for them. And it was a great experience with all those guys in Philly. And I actually stood there for 11 or 12 years.
Yeah, it seems like an unbelievable stretch because I feel like, I don't know, a lot of players try to coach professionally after their careers, and it doesn't always pan out that way. And you were able to swing it for, I don't know, 10, 12 years, so that's unbelievable.
Well, yeah, it was actually between the two teams, it was 17.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's great. Patrick, little feel-good question for you. So what do you take from your father's game, or what he kind of taught you into your own? Is that a tough one?
No, just like, I don't know. We always played in the backyard and everything, and I think he had so much fun doing that. And he's always laughing and playing in the backyard. So we always just try to make it as fun as possible. Having fun playing hockey, like you're doing that for people are paying you. I mean, can't go wrong. Can't be too upset at any moment for that. So I try to stay even keeled. I think him and my uncle were very even keeled throughout their careers. That's kind of their reputation, and kind of how I went about it.
Nice. And back on the other end, Joe. So you got inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2000. That must have been, a great day. Can you just run back of, when you got the call for that, and I'm sure all families and friends joined you. Did you have a speech and everything? And how was that all set out?
Oh, yeah, I got the call. I think it was in June, and totally excited. I didn't think my first opportunity would be. I figured I would have had to wait. If I had a chance, that it would have took a while to get in. But being my first year of eligibility, I got in, and I was kind of shocked at that. But it was a good shock for me, getting that kind of word during the summer, and then I realized that I had to make a speech, and that just drives me crazy. So all summer long, I'm driving around, and this speech is going through my head, and I'm like, half the time I didn't know where I was going when I was driving, because that speech was always on my mind. So I had to shake my head a few times and just snap out of it. And it was kind of just bugging me about the speech.
And it's in Toronto, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Toronto. Yep.
But I finally got through with the speech at the Hall of Fame, and I was happy with how it went, and and relieved at the same time. So, but yeah, that was the one thing that was on my mind all the time.
That's incredible. Have you guys been watching the Stanley Cup Finals at all? It seems like two really good teams here, with a team who's won 2 of the last Stanley Cups, and a team who looks like they have an opportunity now to take the whole thing this year. I'll just open up the floor to you guys. It just seems like a really high scoring matchup. You saw 7-0 in Game 2. Lightning come right back in Game 3. It just seems like it's a really steady series, and I think it's going to get tied up tonight. But what do you guys think?
Patrick?
I haven't watched a ton of it.
Okay.
But, just because kind of been traveling and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's tough to catch it.
I just think, Tampa's got to be tired, but they're also so good. But I don't know. It's good. It's been fun to catch the highlights and see the crazy scores and everything. But I think it's very tough to predict.
Oh yeah, that defenseman is it Cal McCarr? He's unbelievable on Colorado.
Unbelievable, yeah.
From UMass, yeah, it seems to be not just the best young defenseman in the league, but might be the best defenseman in all of hockey. Who do you guys think more or less? Who are your guys that your favorite to watch in the league? Because I don't know, I'm a Bruins guy. I always love seeing. He's probably going to retire, but the whole combination of Bergeron and Marchand was always big for me growing up, and I just think they've been tremendous for the city. But who do you guys have really looked at this season and been blown away with?
I watch Crosby and McDavid, the highlights all the time, just because they're so fun to watch. And then I like McCarr too.
Nice.
Yeah, I think there's so many great players out there now. McKinnon and that whole line there. But that line of Boston has with Marchand and Bergeron and Pasternak. Man, they'll entertain you all night long. They're that good. I think they're the best line in the league.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like it's coming to an end. I feel like things are going to turn over. Maybe that's a conversation for a different day. But I appreciate you guys joining me today. This was great. And just a quick plug on the 3 Ice League. Will we be seeing that this weekend? Is it televised anywhere?
Oh yes, it's on CBS Sportsnet. And where Patrick this week, and it should be good.
We'll be pulling for you guys. It's Team Mullen, right?
Correct.
And what's the record right now? So you guys played 3 games?
We played 3 games.
Yep.
We lost one, won 2, but it's a tournament style play, and if you win the tournament, you win the money. So We won the tournament this weekend, so that was good.
So you cashed out this weekend. Hopefully next weekend it's the same way, right? Just want to go weekend after weekend?
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
If you guys need an extra equipment manager, I'll be ready for the call.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks, Patrick. Thanks, Joe, for joining me tonight. And, best of luck with everything going forward. We'll be watching CBS Sportsnet.
All right. Thanks for having us.
No problem. Anytime. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
2022 is here. Do you have your resolution? Here's an idea. Make your way down to Slight Edge Fitness and Performance located in Braintree, Mass. Owned and operated by Coach Craig Kelly, you can be assured you are getting the best training around. Whether looking to improve your health or gain a slight edge on your competition, this is the gym for you. Group fitness classes as well as personalized one-on-one training are both available. Make sure to visit slightedgefit.com as well as follow them on Instagram at Slight Edge Fitness and set up a consultation today. It's time to get fit, so let it rip.
And that was the Mullen boys, should I say, Joe and Patrick. Joe, Hall of Famer, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. I did the solo interview. The guys weren't there, but they were promoting 3-ice. They didn't want me to compare it to the 3-ball league that Ice Cube does with basketball, but it's kind of like 3-on-3 in hockey, and they're going from town to town, city to city. They were in Vegas last week, and they took home. There's a money pot every week, and Team Mullen won last week, so they won a big pot.
Do they hit Boston?
I don't know.
Is that on the list?
Not sure. I didn't.
If they don't, then fuck them. But honestly,
they should. I mean, that's hockey
just,
town.
No, just add them one-on-one. Honestly, do you guys have to watch the
He wanted to say that so bad.
You've been thinking about that for days.
Imagine Matt in a single interview. He's like Michael Scott. He'll start a sentence and he doesn't know where it's going. Does it every time he steps out here?
I'd listen in.
Yeah, that'd be chaotic.
Give me Wander Franklin, who doesn't even speak English really, and I'll.
That would be an electric.
You guys just wouldn't know what each other said, but you guys would get it.
I love you back.
I don't think he'd love you.
Cut.
Yeah.
He would love me.
I think he'd hate you, but
why is your shirt off?
I'm hot. So let the eagle fly. He let the eagle fly. That's all.
Update. How'd the boxing go today? The Magic and Showtime are getting ready for the Kings of Combat, July 16th in Braintree here.
Magic, how you feeling?
Fine.
You got a little shine.
He's got a little shiner. What happened?
That eye's looking right at the camera
popped
too.
a blood
Love
vessel
that.
from doing a line or something. It had nothing to do with the
line.
It kind of looks like you look like.
Is that what you're resorting to?
That's what you're going with?
You'd rather that?
You kind of look like Derek Carr right now.
Top 5 worst excuse I've ever heard. That was incredible.
Everyone to tell the truth, Magic got a black eye from a 16-year-old kid.
That's the truth.
I heard 14.
He told me he was 14.
I'm thinking
to be honest, I sparred the kid. He put up a good fight. I kind of bullied him.
He was good.
But yeah, hey, shout out Joey.
Shout out Joey.
I'm not convinced that Craig didn't give me this black eye. A friend, he says he didn't hit me in the face. If there was footage, he hit me in the face.
So are you guys ready yet? Like,
So
you guys
wait,
ready to go?
Fuck no, we're not ready.
No,
I'm not ready.
Mike's about to fight in Kings of Combat, and he's like, "Oh, Craig hit me in the face." He's crying.
I'm not crying.
I'm 9 days in. I went 10 rounds, probably 8 to 10 rounds today. So I fought about 5 different people, like a couple rounds each with each person. I think, yeah. So I had a good little session today, and I did like a pretty little.
I couldn't be more excited for Kings of Combat, and honestly, I just after today, after just seeing Magic and he's just defeated. I don't care what he says.
Are you mentally
I
done
can just
already?
see it in his face.
Because the champ's here.
I need to ask him. I need to ask Medeiros. Like, what is your like realistic best outcome? It's not a knockout. You're not going to knock.
Have to put on a show.
Are you going to stay undefeated?
What's the show? What's the show?
I don't know. The show is I got to put on a good show. Like
I'm
not going to go down like a bitch in there. I won't go down like a bitch. I can't. I'm gonna knock. I don't know. I don't know if I'll knock him out. I gotta see.
I don't think.
I'm on like day 5 of training.
My most important question here. I'm sorry, Steele.
No, continue.
Will you have a post-game interview like you didn't have last time?
If they give it to me, yes.
I mean, yeah. That's
Steele.
the whole question I have. Yeah.
Well, like step 1, like I want you to win. Rooting for you.
Thank
2,
you.
like if you were to lose, like I want him to piece you out.
Oh Jesus! I was
Like you losing,
I
and,
was
like
Team Mike. I was gonna.
Like,
say
I want you to
Team Mike,
win,
too.
but like if you
If I
don't
lose,
win, like
go
you
down bad.
Yeah, like you losing by decision, that would be terrible.
I agree.
I don't want that at all.
I agree.
Either
I
make
would-
it or break it.
yeah.
I don't want to get a knockout and like have to go to the hospital, but fuck.
No,
I
not
don't
bad. Yeah,
care.
not hurt. I don't want. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
you to get hurt.
I want you to I don't want you to go to the hospital, but I want you to be like hurt enough where you have to go to the hospital, but you just go to the pub instead.
I still stand
I
by
like
it.
that. I like
The
that.
rounds are quick. Even what were we fighting today? 2-minute rounds.
Yeah, we were fighting 2-minute rounds.
I felt confident that like
It's actually
you say you were going 20%, maybe you were. I don't fucking know. You also have some weight on me.
And an eagle on his chest.
I refuse
can't
to. I've refused
doubt
to believe
that.
a 175 can like knock me out in
That's what I'm saying.
1 minute.
I'm gonna put a $500 bounty on Mike Medeiros' head.
Meaning, like if
I'm
this
just
kid
telling
knocks
you-
me
Someone
out,
knocks you
you'll
out,
pay him.
You
Yeah, I'll
keep,
pay
you
them
keep talking
$500.
about the weight magic, but I know kids that are 175 that hit 10 times harder than me. Matty Costa's probably 160. He's
Yeah,
probably lighter
and he
than you.
can knock us all
He
out.
would literally, like, if our heads were put together,
Yeah.
down the line, just one hit would knock us all out.
I'm
kids.
saying,
Shout out, Matty.
I want to
Great
put a
kid, great kid.
$500 bounty on
Hey,
Matt.
shout
Matt
out
in Mike's head
Womlat.
until he goes down.
Shout out Womlack 13. And Maddie just had his birthday, which is the longest day of the year, summer solstice, June 21st, which is the official start of summer, which is also the official end of summer because that's the longest day of the year, so days only get shorter from here
Are
on
you using
out.
a Bud Light as an ice pack? Sorry.
Yes.
Nice.
Magic's
Nice.
a pussy. No, honestly.
Wait. Let's be honest.
Wait,
Do you think this pussy black guy gets me like pussy?
honestly, I have like the smallest one.
No, not that one.
Me
You
and
wish
you,
you wish you
we've
had
gotten
better
the
one.
most pussy black eyes. Like I want a real one.
No, honestly,
Somebody should punch him in the face.
I
I
had,
look like I have eyeliner.
Get up here.
I look
Get
like
up
I
here,
have
Frank.
eyeliner on.
I had a mini black eye this weekend.
It's a good idea.
And
It's
I
good.
was
More eyeliner.
I was pulling this weekend, so
You're right.
I think the black eye works.
Black eye plays.
Oh,
the
Greg-
black eye gets you laid.
Greg's just a double brag. Like,
What
oh,
excuse are you gonna use though? Like if a girl asks this weekend,
I'm gonna
like,
say I'm sparring. I'm getting ready. I don't have to. I'm gonna say Craig hit me.
Yeah, you can say that.
I'm
Say
not-
champ.
well, then
champ
Craig will
night.
steal your girl. How about you get another?
True.
Don't.
I'll make sure I'm not with Craig when.
No
Throwing
promises
my
there. Showtime magic. Makes
I'm
it
also
like
Hey,
peanut butter
you
I'm
and
should
also
jelly.
say-
celibate right
Hey,
now. so
magic,
it doesn't
magic.
matter.
This is why you and CJ Smooth. You got to be like, hey,
We should be
time
celibate
out,
for the
time
month.
out. You should be
Sorry.
like, hey, you should see the other guy.
I mean, he doesn't look great.
Or you know what? I think Billy Tibbets did it. What do you think about that?
I don't
hey,
hate that.
speaking
He
of
came
Billy
in your eye?
Tibbets, we've been getting pretty spicy with Billy Tibbets back and forth.
Yeah,
Naz,
this
you've had a slight little beef with them. What's going on with that?
Not a beef. I killed him with kindness and creativity. The first day we tried to get him this week, he was drunk as piss, and I'm not going to say it on the live airways, but let's just say the profanity was massive. It was out of hand. And then, like, in the morning afterwards, it was like none of that ever happened. He was our best friend. He wanted to do the show, but he wanted to do it for like $400, and we're not paying that guy anything. Great guy, but you know,
Wait.
Me
No.
neither.
Why can't we? We've never paid a single guest. This guy,
'Cause
he's not asking for like a
he's not
crazy
worth-
amount of money.
he's not worth $400.
Wait, we were so the only thing is we try to leverage, so we try to put a bet on Tampa.
Yeah, and then they lost in overtime.
Thank God we didn't do that.
You know-
You're
hey,
welcome. You're
hey.
welcome. If I was
All right,
on
so
that,
ready?
I think I would have got
So
this
we're
going
down
on.
what? What was it? We were down 110.
Yeah.
We should get the off the hook to people. So Timmy Marks is doing the Hancock Cup
Yep.
July 9th down in Howe's Neck at Brofield. We should set something up with the old off the hook guy. We'd be like, hey, we're gonna do a live show there, like right after the show, because everyone's just gonna go there anyways. Give
That is a
everyone
Tibbets crowd.
drink. Dude.
No, Tibbets wouldn't be there, but that
No,
could be
but
how
that's a
we.
Tibbets
That could be
crowd.
how we get the Tibbets money.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, use that as leverage. People will go there already.
I did.
Get paid.
I
for
just
it.
don't get why you guys want to have a fundraiser to get this shit bag on.
Well,
Right.
the people don't know.
I
Like
agree with that.
we're looking at a screen right now of,
You
of
just
a
heard Evan.
FaceTime with Craig and Tibbets. It was a 45-minute interview they
And how
did,
much
and they
did
did that for
cost?
free.
Yeah, how much did that cost?
And then
free.
Craig said,
We
"Can
just gotta
you
be
come on the
ready.
show, Billy?" And he was like, $400.
We
It
just-
makes no sense.
We just got to be, the guy's delusional. Well, honestly, we could just trap
Guy's
him
a
into having a
dink.
conversation where we record it and he just wouldn't know. So I think
We
that's the
could.
play. Yeah, I think we set him up for that.
The most
But-
annoying thing is dealing with him is when he'll be like, "Call me." You call him, and he's like, "All right, I'm ready in 10 minutes to go live."
No, so what it is?
Send me the money, and I'm
we
like,
just need to
no
set
one's around right
We're
now.
all
Billy.
working.
Hey,
We're
Magic,
all working.
Magic. We
I'm
just
like,
need,
they work. He's like, what do they
Magic.
do for work? I'm like, fucking, they have jobs, Billy. It's
no,
literally
no,
noon
it's
time.
funny. So I was exhausted when he called me. So he just got off the phone with you. So he called me. I'm like laying back. He's like, you're pretty fucking laid back, huh? I'm like, yeah, I'm just hanging. He's like, Jesus, like, are we talking business? I'm like, yeah, what's up? What are we talking? He's like, just got off the phone with your boy Mike Medeiros, huh? I'm like, yeah. Well, what is that kid doing? Is he working? Is he lounging around? He's like, he's fucking sitting in the sun. He's soaking it up. He's not-
I mean,
he's
I
not
basically
doing
am
shit.
Billy Tibbets, carless,
Yeah.
hanging out in the sun. I'm missing like the dog. I'm boozing.
You're missing a little bit of a fighting ability.
Oh,
your eye looking like
Yeah, I don't think he'd get punched in the face by a 14-year-old.
Hey, that's
Oh
a low.
my
That's a
God.
low blow.
I don't know. He might.
You guys are fueling my fire.
Jam's
What's
here.
our guy's name? Mark Foley. I'll see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow, Mark Foley. He's the man.
Mark Foley is the man.
is
By the way,
gonna lead me
so-
to victory.
Yeah, big shout out to Core Boxing. Shout out Kings of Combat again. Since we've been training for this event, the people at Core Boxing, seriously, if you want to get in shape, if you want someone to motivate you, Mark Foley, Mike Foley, Jorge,
Great dudes.
Pat. There's such a plethora. There's girl trainers, any type of class that's available. There's one-on-ones. There's all these fitness classes, boxing 101. You can spar if you have an event coming up. Like
It's a great ad read.
Yeah.
Great
No,
ad read.
they'll
They
really
should be
take care
paying
of
us
you
for
over
that.
there. They'll really take care of you over
See,
there.
we do things for
Big
free,
shout out,
Billy.
yeah.
You fucking.
Be nice. Be nice.
Billy,
I am surprised you played. Did I have any effect on you playing nice with Billy? Because I was waiting for you to
No,
like,
because
come
you know
back
what?
at
We
him.
did this a year or two before trying to get him on, and after like he was being the same way he was, I was like, I equaled his intensity. I'm like, you know what? That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, kill him with kindness, and then with that video I put out yesterday morning, some creativity involved.
And he liked it. He shouted
liked
us out.
it. He shouted out the video.
There
That's
is
how
no
good I
such
felt
bad
like
thing
it
as
was.
bad publicity with Billy Tibbets.
he was talking mad shit about Quincy people. Though.
Yeah, said some bad things. Said some
A
bad
lot of
things.
I wish I could like play some
Literally,
videos, but
we're pretty vulgar here, and
Yeah.
it's that bad.
it's
We don't want to.
if you think it's bad, like it's worse.
If you see us in public, ask for the DMs,
Yeah, it's great.
and we'll give them.
Moving on into the sports topic discussion, Boston Celtics dropped a tough NBA Finals in 6 games to the Golden State Warriors. I'll give.
We're talking about that still?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. This is the.
It's only a week old.
This is
right?
the aftermath. Yeah, only a week old.
Anton's been drunk since they lost.
Yeah, and actually, when we recorded the live show last week, me and Steele went over to the pub in the first quarter, and then my cousin had an extra ticket, so I took an Uber.
I saw that.
Yeah, did you hear the story?
Dude, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I was like, dude, Adam left here. He went to the pub. He didn't go to the fuck.
Went to the pub. James Nazz had.
I figured that was the case.
Pep talked him into it. He was on the fence.
He did pep talk me into it.
I was like, dude,
How
it's
are you on
game
the fence
6.
about a game?
Yeah,
It was in the middle of the first quarter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I
That's
understand.
everything
You
I
went-
said.
The thing is, you went.
I was
So
like,
I
you have
went-
game 6 tickets? I was
took-
like, get the
took an
fuck
Uber.
out of here.
Took an
Was
Uber.
it free?
What?
Was it a free
Yeah.
ticket?
Oh yeah. The ticket.
Yeah.
The ticket was worth $2,500.
Legit no brainer now. The
Yeah.
fact that you even had to think about that
How
is
did
kind
James
of
get
I was
that?
looking at him. I was like, that's nuts.
I'll leave
Get
it
out
off
of
the
here.
airwaves, but yeah, he hooked it up, and then I got in there when I left the pub. They were up 10. When I got into the garden, they were down 20.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, time to bring the noise. I had a whole row to myself. I was just going buck wild in there.
Row to
the beer's
yourself.
going. Yeah. There was no one like next to me. They
Yeah.
must have had like all 5 seats. He just only had one access ticket to get in. So I just had it all by myself. I was going nuts. Like the people behind me were getting pissed because I was standing up while they were like sitting down. I was like, buddy, it's game 6 of the NBA Finals. Like, get the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Leave.
As you say, fans have an effect.
And the fans didn't have an effect that game.
Did they not? Oh,
They did not
shock-
have a fan.
shock.
That's
Yeah.
what sucks about the
Shocker.
expensive ticket. It's all these rich fucking snobs, not all these low life fucking
Balcony
dirt
for
ball-
life.
Yeah,
There was a couple
Yeah.
lifers. There was a
Balcony.
couple lifers.
Balcony.
I bet there were some lifers in the balcony.
Were you? Oh, no.
But not the ones that you want.
What's up, buddy?
Not the ones that are screaming "fuck your grandma."
I went to a game about 4 years ago. They played the Knicks in the or is
We're talking about the NBA Finals.
yeah
not
the Knicks in the playoffs. Though I had a kid running up the balcony because I had half season tickets. He thought he was a unicorn.
Humble brag.
Then I had a fucking fat ass Mexican who couldn't make it all the way up the stairs. Just sat next to me. Because I took my season tickets were on the row on the end row.
Electric.
I had a fat ass kid sitting on the stairs next to me. He's like, I can't make it all the way up. Said I miss.
So you're just making fun of fat people right now?
No. And then my ex girlfriend at the time, fucking the drink got poured on her. I was like,
That's
the
balcony
playoff-
life.
That's the play. That's the playoffs. Baby.
Signed up for it.
Yeah,
Signed
like,
up for it.
And
I say one word, I don't know where it's going.
I'm just saying the
Balcony.
This was first round playoffs against the Knicks. I can't imagine the finals against the Warriors.
No, that's what the only thing that I was like kind of salty about, but like I had to see it, was I've never seen a team win a championship in front of my face.
Wait, so did you stay?
No, me neither.
I stayed
Okay.
because
You
I
watched
was.
the
You have
celebration?
to.
I watched the
You
celebration.
have to. No, you have
I watched
to.
it,
That's
Not-
too cool.
and I got the feeling I thought it was gonna be like, okay, like at least I get to see a team. And I personally, like, if they're not playing the Celtics, I'm a fan of like Steph
Me too.
Curry.
And
I
Klay
don't like
Thompson,
Dray, I
the
don't
whole
like
story.
I don't like
Yeah.
Draymond Green. But
Scumbag.
But after seeing that, it was like staring at someone who just fucking beat the shit out of you, and you're like, I never want to have this feeling ever again. I never want to be on this losing side. So, it was good for maybe the Celtics get back next season. And if that's the case, they have a clinching game at home, I have to be there.
That is probably like last on like the list of like championship losses for me. Like I don't really care about losing to that Warriors
No.
team. Like at all.
You know what?
That one doesn't-
I do care.
They
that
have
one
mo-
doesn't eat at me that much at all. Like losing the final sucks. I'm not trying to say it doesn't.
Steph Curry's
but,
on
like,
a dynasty where he put himself in the elites of like putting himself
Yeah,
in the
like,
question
dude,
of
like-
being better than LeBron.
2010
No,
was
he didn't.
Yes, he
No, he-
did.
no, he
he
did
just
not.
caught up to him in
No, he
rings.
did.
He's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time.
They're like
He'll probably go down as one of the
I-
highest
stop
points.
it. Stop
I'm
it.
just gonna argue.
They're like not
I'm not
comparable.
gonna.
They're so
I'm not gonna
different.
agree with the NBA with anybody here.
LeBron's more
LeBron
built for like
it is
success.
Jordan. It's Jordan and LeBron, and then it's. I wouldn't say a.
I don't think
huge gap.
LeBron's close
There's a
to
gap.
Jordan.
There's a
Same
gap.
thing.
I don't like
Bill
comparing.
Russell has 10 rings.
No,
that's
my
I compare
point.
champions.
Jordan-
I don't
LeBron,
compare.
there's a gap. Then there's Larry Bird.
Yeah, hit the
Knock
table
him out.
harder. Hit the table
Let's
harder.
get fucking wild in here.
I'm just.
Kings
I'm
of Combat, July
I'm
6th.
I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'll fight all of you.
Upset about what?
I'm upset at your lack of fucking basketball.
No, I don't like the comparisons like through eras. Like Magic Johnson,
It's apples
best
and
point
oranges.
guard of all time. No, he never gets brought up for the GOAT conversation. Obviously, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. He's probably the GOAT in the whole sport. But to even like LeBron and Steph Curry have completely two different styles of the
I
game.
know, but
It-
who
it's
would you
not-
rather if they're going up against each other, team versus team?
No, it's apples and
in a
oranges.
ship.
Though.
Who's more of an X factor? I think
And
Steph
LeBron-
is.
No.
Can
Not
I-
even close.
Can I talk?
No.
No.
In their primes? In their primes, or right?
Right now.
Right?
I guess right now. Yeah,
Right.
I guess it would have to be in primes, right?
And yeah, it'd have
would
to be
have
in
to be in
primes.
primes.
I'm taking LeBron James all day.
I'd have to look at stats, but
It'd take LeBron
Why would
James
you
all
look
day.
at stats?
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Adam, you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
If you're
You're
going
not
for
wrong.
no,
Someone check the stats
no.
on this.
Listen, if
That's
you're going
just stats.
prime
It's just
stats,
stats.
Steph is a 3-point shooter. We're going point per
But
game.
Steph
like,
Curry shoots threes. He doesn't necessarily make
Steph is
everyone around him better.
It doesn't
That's what
matter.
LeBron James does. He does it on both sides
it's
of the floor.
winning games. End of the day,
And
winning
LeBron James has
championships.
won 4 championships. He's been in, 9 NBA
Three.
finals?
I'm gonna take Steph because I
Three
wanted prime
with an
LeBron
asterisk.
James to get hit
won
by a
4.
bus.
He won the Disney one.
Yeah, that's
Like
4.
fuck that. I'm just not gonna.
How
I'm just
drunk are you?
not gonna pick him.
I'm not. I just don't. I don't.
I'm
count-
just
I don't
sound
what are
count-
what are
I
LeBron's
don't count the
championship
bubble.
teams?
I don't count the bubble.
4. So he's got 2 with Miami. He's got 1 with Cleveland, and then he won with the Lakers.
I
in the
don't
bubble.
count the bubble.
And
I
I don't,
definitely
and I don't
won't.
count the
The bubble
bubble.
doesn't
Bubble
count
one's
at all.
debatable, and the
The bubble
the
does
Miami
not
ones
count.
were dream teams.
Bubble definitely counts.
The Miami
Come
ones
on,
were
dude,
dream
what? The
teams.
Bubble
bubble.
definitely counts.
Why?
The
Because they
Miami
would-
ones were
because they
Ray
would've won
Allen.
it regardless.
Because it
No,
helps your
no,
argument,
no.
dude.
The
Like,
Miami
that's
one was
crazy,
Ray
man. That doesn't
Allen and
fucking
D-Wade.
matter.
I think the
And
Miami.
Bosh.
I think this playoff.
Can you get a sentence out? Jesus.
This guy accepts the bubble championships for both the Lakers and the Lightning. Disgusting.
Adam,
You're an awful person. Just a
I think-
terrible
I'm
piece
just
of
saying,
shit.
I think this playoff shows that the bubble doesn't count. Just the injuries. The Celtics were lucky to not have those injuries, and that's actually bad for this team going forward.
I'm just saying that year the Lakers were a wagon and no one was beating them. So
Yeah, they were. There
We're
wasn't
It
like.
was a horseshit season, though. It was a horseshit season.
I just think the playoffs bang people up. That you get beat up in the playoffs. The bubble was just like a bubble.
it was a different. It was a
It was a
different
bubble.
way.
It was a bubble.
All right, let's get off the bubble.
Oh,
Let's-
now that Adam's
let-
wrong.
Yeah,
let's
no,
get-
now that he's wrong, yeah, you suck.
Oh no, I think
You suck.
I'm right, but we've already beaten this to a
Suck.
drum. We're not going to get past it.
Suck.
You suck. Well, you say one
Suck.
thing and then don't talk.
You
I
suck.
do think there's a
You
debate
suck.
that LeBron's not as
Both every
not
bubble
even close to
championship was
Jordan,
bullshit.
and maybe not even better than Steph.
So Steph's 2 overall.
I think he could be.
Oh my
I think
God.
the argument could be made.
It's getting hot in here.
He's a fucking beast.
So what happens if Steph wins another ring, and he has more
Are we
rings
at
than
1?
LeBron?
Is he a 2?
Then we get a little bit more
Are we
conversation.
talking
No,
about-
no, no. I'm
All
asking
right.
a question, Anton. If Steph,
Well, let's-
win-
who-
if Steph
honestly,
wins
who has a
another-
better
Steph
chance
is
of
not
winning another
top 10
ship?
overall. Steph-
Yes,
Um,
his dude.
In
Good question.
the
Steph,
point,
a
in the
billion
point
percent.
right now, probably Steph Curry. But I mean,
100%.
LeBron James' team can be changed overnight.
Well, that's fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
The fact that you're using LeBron, dragging in maybe Kyrie and like a Durant
That's my point.
to win a ship is
Well,
that is point blank why he's not number
no,
10.
that's point blank why the NBA sucks.
fair.
Yeah.
And wait, also another question: What do the Celtics have to do to then win next year?
I don't even know.
Probably get a little bit more deeper, and then not fuck up when the season's on the
The
line.
bench was so bad.
They went to the finals with like an 8-man rotation, and like the other 7 people on that bench are literally fucking useless. So like,
I mean,
if
the
they
bench
get
was
people
so
that are less,
fucking bad.
if they get people that are less useless,
Not the 2 Craig
That
Jordan,
would
but I
work.
think
No, you
I
cut,
think the name Craig Hines was more recognizable than the other 7 people on the Celtics bench.
you cut the bench. You
None
cut
of
the
them-
bench.
I had the same stat line as all of them. I had the same stat line as all of them.
You start the playoffs with 12. You cut it. You cut it down to 10. You cut it down to 8. That's what you do in the NBA. That's what you do when the game.
But you need 10 though. You
Jimmy
need 2
Butler was
more.
playing 48 minutes in the fucking Eastern Conference
Which is
Finals
why
without
they
a Tyler Hero.
Which is why they lost.
Yeah, like that's
Because they had no
fucking-
one else. But I'm just saying.
That's
they
his
barely
point.
Lost.
Yeah.
They lost on a.
We need that someone else.
No,
That's
they
the
lost.
fucking
They
point.
lost because he missed that 3-point shot. You were wrong.
They could have lost. They should have lost it way before that
think
too.
my
The
ears
Celtics,
just
fact that
the
exploded.
Celtics just gave them more chances.
I think my ears just popped throughout the fucking thing.
The Celtics shot themselves in the leg. That's the reason why I'm most
All right, we're back.
disappointed in this loss in the NBA Finals. Yes, I think the one in 2010 to Kobe definitely hurt more worse. But knowing that the Celtics, I still thought were the better team in the series, but they didn't show up when it meant the most.
They were the better
That hurts because I think they were the better team.
I agree.
I don't think they had the best
don't know.
players in the series itself. I think
It's close though.
Yeah,
we're
it's
talking
like even
very
if you
close.
think that, it's close.
But I'm saying
It's not
overall
like-
team, I think
Yeah.
the Celtics were definitely better.
If you were to rank like top 7, I think we have 5 out of
At least
8. I think we have 5 out of the
at
8.
least 4.
But they didn't play.
At least 4.
They didn't play like
And
it.
the Jays,
They
Marcus
didn't.
Smart,
Jason
and Rob
Tatum
Williams.
didn't. Everyone else.
If
kinda
Jason
did.
Tatum was even the second best player or the third best or the fourth
By
best,
the way, quick interjection. Jorge just texted me, my trainer for Kings of Combat. He goes, "Hey man, you said you were gonna spar Bobby Lang, lights out Lang, heavy lightweight champion of Rough and Rowdy."
Wait, are you talking about Kings of Combat, July
Yeah,
16th?
exactly. Tickets on sale now. VIP still available. Get your merch online. kingsofcombat.co. He said, "Hey man, didn't you say you were sparring Bobby Lang? He's a pro, isn't he?" I said you should never spar without a trainer, but you know what you're doing.
Oh my god,
Shout out Jorge.
bro, Craig.
Magic and him have like a low key beef.
I got beef with them.
Is the champ here? Is the champ
I-
there? Is the champ there?
I literally told
Jorge
Jorge
is
I
a
haven't been in the gym in 4 fucking years, and
you-
he didn't offer me a single fucking piece of
Did
advice.
you show him?
He-
Did
he
you,
That was
would-
2
and-
years ago. That was 2 years ago.
wait, did you
The
wait?
2
Hey,
years.
did you-
No, it was not 2
Did you
years
see?
ago.
Did you see Jorge throw the jab on my bag?
No.
Bro, he hits so fucking hard. It's not even funny. He throws a jab literally harder than any of us could all throw a right hand. Adam. It's fucking
I
absolutely.
just
insane.
don't get why Jorge allowed me to get tuned up.
Hey,
like that.
Jorge believes in Showtime. I believe in Showtime
Yeah,
now.
you know what?
No,
I gotta find my own Jorge. I'll find my own Jorge in there.
I think it's on time.
I'm like bigger than Magic. And
No, I need
tuning him
someone who
up.
actually knows what they're doing.
Hey,
White men can jump. That's it.
Adam, Adam.
Documentary.
I'm like in the ring, right? So I'm like sparring with Mike. I'm like tossing out a few jabs. He's not really doing much. Jorge's like, jab and hit the body. So I like jab and hit the body.
It might be Uncle Mike.
Magic's like
Hit the neck.
Magic's dying in the corner. Instead of like coaching him, he's like, Craig, stay in it. Stay in it.
Get there,
Yeah, he's like, pour it on him. Pour it on him. So I'm just ripping body shots.
It's all good, Jorge. It's all good. I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm
Jab,
telling you.
I'm here to take. Champ's here to take the hits.
Magic, I told you, you want to earn his respect, you got to spar him.
I'll fucking spar him.
Dude, just I'm telling you, if anyone doesn't know that's never sparred in a boxing ring before, it's gonna get involved. The ethics of boxing when you spar, don't hit someone harder than you want to be hit. So unless you want to
you didn't live by those rules today.
no,
I didn't even hit you.
You mother.
We should have been working footwork. Let's get back to the Celtics.
And then another thing of you guys are gonna hate me, but you guys took the Celtics and I took the Warriors in 6.
Yeah, all right. I didn't want to bet against my home team. You
It's
just
not-
like you and
it's not
Justin
like you
Keenan
put
are the
money on
same.
it.
He was here
The
cheering
good thing
on
is,
the
No,
Bucks.
I
the
was
good
not-
thing is, this dickhead wanted us to put 440 on the Lightning the other night,
Yeah.
and fucking how'd that
You're
go?
welcome.
That was that was they didn't show up. That's on the Lightning. That's not on me.
That's all on you.
They had to win
That's
that game.
all
the
on you.
Celtics then too.
What?
It's
How
all
was
on
this,
you.
how was that my
They
fault?
had to win that game 6.
Yeah, and they blew it.
I
Both
know.
teams fucking blew it.
I'm disgusted
Bullshit.
with Tampa.
Yeah, and you
As
picked the right
a
one
future
once.
resident this year, I would have
Yeah,
loved.
Colorado in 5.
No, Tampa
Yeah,
in
it's
7.
over.
Yeah, you're gonna gloat
It's
about
over.
that pick too when it happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
You nail that
At
too.
least I didn't switch the Warriors one. I stayed packed.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're not
Yeah.
putting money on it. Who cares about the picks?
I do. I think we all
Why?
should.
Yeah,
Why?
have some
Because we
pride.
take pride in the
Have some
podcast.
pride.
Take pride in the podcast.
Wait.
Except for Thursday night football. Fuck.
I was gonna say, let's rewind. Let's rewind. Who had the best start?
I think we tied.
No,
Thursday,
we did not.
Thursday
tie.
night football doesn't matter anyway.
We did not tie because I was the best.
We tied.
We did not tie.
All right. Well, I'm gonna beat you this year. And you took the Jets. And you took the Jets.
I took the
You took
Texans.
the
I
Jets.
took Davis
And you
Mills.
took the Browns.
You did have the worst pick of all
I
time.
took
Dude,
the-
the Jets one was bad.
That was
no,
the worst
I-
pick
I-
of all
literally
time.
won like 58 to nothing.
I took Davis Mills on his opening start.
You took you
That was my
you
first
lead
pick.
the podcast.
Whatever
amongst
helps you to
milk
sleep
dunks.
at night, pal.
I still won.
It's a good time to transition into Gronk retiring.
Yep. Gronk retiring.
He's not retired.
It's his second retirement. Now he's now beating Tom Brady 2-1. Greatest tight end ever.
Why not?
What do you think? Greatest tight end
Handedly.
ever.
He's not done.
I think
Handily.
Gronk is such
I-
a joker. He
I-
might not be done.
I think
Hands down, Gronk's the
he's-
best tight end of all time.
I think 3.
No, he's
I
number
think
one.
Antonio
He's number
Gates,
one.
Tony Gonzalez,
Oh,
Rob
you're
Gronkowski.
dumb.
But no,
I think that's it.
You're
I
dumb,
look
stupid, and
I
wrong.
look at it.
Wrong and then like
I look
slightly
at it
less
in a
wrong.
way that like
I'm not-
A little bit more.
Like, you're right there.
But I think those 3 are comparable.
You just gotta flip them.
Yeah, you could. I don't.
I think he's
I don't have a
the
strong take on
he's
that.
the best tight end of all time. Like Barry Sanders is the best running back of all time. They did it in flashes and limited years. Well, you have Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates.
So you take
That
Barry Sanders over.
They have the longevity. They have the longevity pick. That's why they get picked as the best tight end of all time because they've played the most games. They have the best career numbers. When the most dynamic tight end of all
Shut that
time
off. Oh, who is that?
is
Hey, come on, man.
is Rob Gronkowski. It's
I mean, but then you can take like Kel Ripken, his Iron.
let's
Man.
not compare. To
That's the
Cal
greatest.
Ripken.
That is an
The biggest mistake we're making here tonight is talking about great. It's a terrible
No,
conversation.
you know what the
There's-
biggest
no one
mistake
ever
was?
has an answer
The
for it.
biggest mistake was that Jon Snow killed
Oh my!
fucking.
Spoiler!
Damn it.
I think that 14-year-old knocked you some fucking brain
Yeah,
cells around
Craig,
the
Craig,
air.
you could cuss.
I'll
I like it. I like
fucking
it. I like
fly over this goddamn producing table right now. and
I
come
forgot
right
he's
at
stoned. Actually, that's how he's
it.
trained.
He's got so many.
you. Oh shit!
He's gonna be
Keep
flying with
drinking
that
your drink,
tattoo.
you fucking booze bag.
That's true.
yeah, fucking, yeah.
I'm not looking
Yeah,
great over here with 2 Bud
I
Lights.
think the next Kings of Combat, I'm gonna go down to 175 and beat the shit out of
Come
it.
on down.
Could be a great
Water's
way.
warm down here.
How's the weather down there,
The
bitch?
sharks are swimming around Magic Mike.
Everyone wants a shot at the champ.
That's a great
that
part.
14-year-old
That was a great
That's a
part.
great
It's a
part.
great. We should end on that.
The 14-year-old hopped in the ring today. He was like, "I know who you are."
Who to me?
No, to me. He was like, "I know you're the fucking."
Wait, was he
champ."
getting ready for Kings of Combat on July 16th?
Oh, I don't know what he was doing.
Just kicking her ass.
Still, you fucking kill. You're dishing him today.
Just
dude.
stealing
I
my
love
fucking
it.
lunch money.
We'll wrap.
No,
up
no,
here. no.
Wrap it up.
What do you want?
Lightning suck. Go at.
Magic's never wrapped it up in his life.
Oh.
Nazz, take us away.
Magic
I'm
takes an
not done.
SCT test literally like once every 3 weeks. It's like on schedule. Like they have an appointment.
That's
Ed
that's
Master-
bullshit because I forced him to get one the other day.
No, well, he's.
I haven't been testing a bit, but
I've known. I've never seen someone get tested.
who was your last kill when you got tested?
don't know.
I do.
Steele and
Bet you
Nazz,
don't.
episode 83. Want to thank Slight Edge Fitness and Performance and the law offices of Patrick J. Foley for the sponsorship, everything you do. Going to be another hell of a weekend. Want to give a big shout out to our guy who was just actually in the studio, Paul Curtin, getting married this weekend.
Big week.
Family Powers. Big shout out to Paul.
He'll be right back. He's
Also-
grabbing beers.
Also, a big shout out to Joe Brown there. Good to see him.
Where's he getting married?
Back home.
Tomorrow.
Where?
No, I'm not disclosing that.
Off air?
Release it. Release it.
I was
Lato's
Crash it if you want.
in. Cape Cod.
Wrong.
I can be there Saturday.
Guys, make sure you check out kingscombat.co. Grab your tickets if they're still available. They're flying off the shelves.
Are they?
Kings of
Are
Combat,
they?
July 16th.
Grab your
Be
merch.
there.
Everyone,
Steele
have a
and
great
Nazz has
weekend.
some VIP tickets, except Adam.
No, we all have them. And I got extras.
If recording's still going, we have a huge episode coming up next week. Huge episode.
Oh
huge
my
episode.
God.
Enormous episode.
This is gonna
Sorry
be
if
like fading
we
away.
pitched in the back end here.